Hi, my name is Kat. This is my channel, Stitchy Bookworm. Welcome. I hope you enjoy my videos. This is a brand new thing for me, and I'm looking in the wrong direction. Not used to this. As you can probably tell by my YouTube name, I'm a book reader. I also cross stitch as well, so some of my videos might include my cross stitch, although I haven't done it much lately, but busy. It's been manic. You know, we've had the pandemic, so obviously we've all had lockdowns and whatnot, so I've had the kids at home, and it's been so busy, and I wanted to do a video for a long time and I just never got around to it because kids were, you know, busy times. But I have 5 children. 2 of them are living in Devon, leading their own lives now. They're 21 and 19. And then I have 3 at home. We've got Tyke, who's 11, Megan's going to be 10 in April, and then Shannon is 6. So it's a very busy household. Plus we have a dog who's slightly nutty. Wouldn't be without her. I'm married. Yeah. Today's video is going to show a book haul. I popped to a charity shop yesterday with a bag full of books, and I ended up getting more. Also I have my TBR for this month of February. Last year of 2021, I read 97 books, and I finished January with 10. My Goodreads goal is 100 this year. Whether I actually complete it or not, I don't know. We shall see. So I will show you my book haul first. So I picked up this one. Please excuse me if I look up, because I'm looking at my screen on my camera and not at the actual camera, and it's really off-putting. Yeah, but this one, called The Midnight Guardians by Ross Montgomery. Now, my kids at home have their own bookshelves for their own books, and when I finish reading this, it will go on one of their bookshelves. But I liked the cover. My son's obsessed with tigers, and that's what drew me in. But basically the synopsis is: when evacuee Cole's childhood imaginary friends come to life, he discovers a world where myths and legends are real, but they bring dire news. Cole's sister is in danger. Together with his guardians, a 6-foot tiger, a badger in a waistcoat, and a miniature knight, Cole must race to blitz-bombed London to save her. But there are darker forces at work, even than the Nazi bombings. Soon Cole is pursued by the terrifying Midwinter King, who is determined to bring an eternal darkness down over everything. Now, this sounds really good. Fantasy with a bit of history. So I'm looking forward to that. I also got The Children of Time by Adrian Tchaikovsky. I probably butchered that name, but I've seen this come up on Amazon so many times, and I've been reluctant, but when I saw it in a charity shop, I was like, okay, I'm being told to get it. So the last remnants of the human race left to a dying Earth, desperate to find a new home. So it reminds me a bit of, seeing that, it reminds me a bit of the 100. So I don't know, we'll see. Now I got this because I've seen her pop up on Amazon and Goodreads quite a lot. It's Muse of Nightmares, Laini Taylor. So I picked it up and bought it. And got home, looked it up on Goodreads and realised it's book 2. So I ordered book 1. I can't, but I'm looking forward to that read. Then I've got this on Kindle, but I wanted a physical version. All the Light We Cannot See by Anthony Doerr. Don't know. It's I'm not one for historical fiction, but I see it everywhere as a top-rated book, and I promised myself that I would have some more diverse reads this year, so I'm giving it a go. Just so you know, my top, I just noticed something on this one. This has come from a charity shop. I don't know whether you can see it though. Someone's written their reading log in the front of the book. I'm going to presume it's a reading log. It's got all the page numbers. Yeah. In case you didn't know, my my go-to genre is normally like fantasy, paranormal romance. My favourite authors are Laura K. Hamilton, Sherilyn Kenyon, even Charlene Harris with the Sticky Stackhouse series. So I've recently started getting into YA fantasy, so getting there. Now, this book I got because I used to watch the TV series as a kid, and it's nostalgic. 5 Children in It by Inez Bett. Ironically, I've never read the book, but now I have the book, I have the opportunity, so that's done. I want to read a bit more romance as well, so I saw this and I picked it up. Love, and nope, I didn't pick this one up. I got sent to me. Hang on, let me carry on my charity shop ones. Oh, I've seen this on Goodreads. Girl A by Abigail Dean. So that was that's an interesting one. The Girl Who Escaped. If anyone was going to make it, it was going to be you. Lex Gracie doesn't want to think about her family. She doesn't want to think about growing up in her parents' house of horrors. And she doesn't want to think about her identity as Girl A, the girl who escaped. When her mother dies in prison and leaves Lex and her siblings' family home, she can't run from her past any longer. Together with her sister Evie, Lex intends to turn the House of Horrors into a force for good.
I'm having trouble connecting to the internet. Take a look at the help section in your Alexa app.
Please ignore Alexa. She's a twit today. But first she must come to terms with her 6 siblings and with the childhood they shared. So I like that, and it's hardback as well. So although the dust jacket's a bit beaten and weathered, I won't hold it against it. Right, anyone who lives in the UK would be usually about a big fan of EastEnders. Mind you, I haven't watched it in years because I refused to pay the BBC the pleasure of watching just EastEnders on their channel. But I grew up with this author, you know, from EastEnders. And yeah, I just love her. It's Before the Year Dot by Jean Brown. So in the UK we have this TV show called EastEnders. It's kind of like, it's supposed to be like real life. You know, if there's murderers around every corner of your thing. But this woman, she's a legend. Absolute legend. So I saw the book in the charity shop and I was like, oh my god, I want to read about her. And there's even photos and everything in there, so I was like, yes, pick that up. I got home and because I'd actually gone up to get a new tattoo, and I popped in the charity shop while I was there. And then when I got home, there was a parcel waiting for me from Words and Kisses. They're like a book box subscription service. I only did a 1 month thing because I'm not sure whether I'm going to carry on or not, because romance isn't a massive draw for me unless it's got werewolves, vampires or smut. So ordinary romance, well, we'll see. But these two came in. This one is called Love and Other Disasters by Anita Kelly. So this one is basically, it looks like it's a TV show, like a reality TV cook show, and to the contestants, you know, fall in love, I'm gonna presume. Yeah. Oh, okay. So Dahlia basically apparently is clumsy, and she crashes into all the other contestants literally the minute she walks on stage. And London Parker is also there to win, and he's they are non-binary. So Dahlia and London realise that love doesn't always follow a recipe, which I'm looking forward to reading this one, because it's educational as well. You know, you learn about different types of love and stuff. And then this one, If It Gets Out, by Sophie Gonzalez and Kale Dietrich. I'm hoping I said that right. So basically 2 members of a boy band, and they fall in love. But oh dear, are they going to let the fans know, and what will their fans think? Basically it reminds me of Stephen Gately out of Boyzone. That's how old I am. I'm an oldie. So that was my book haul for yesterday, and that'll probably be my last big book haul for a while. I'm putting myself on a budget, but I am signed up to Fairy Loot. I'm expecting my first box from them very soon. Apparently they run behind for January, what start to the year. And I was with Book Box Club getting the full box every month, but I've actually just changed it to book only on a 3 monthly basis, because I'm not totally enamoured with their products that they put in. You know, I've had a couple of mugs, a travel mug, and just stuff that I don't necessarily use. So, and because I've gone with Fairy Loot, I love Fairy Loot. I love the items, everything about the box. So I downgraded my Book Box Club. So I'm expecting those this month. Excuse me. Anyway, on to my TBR. Hold that thought. Well, sorry, I had to pick something up. I'm taking part in a Facebook group reading challenge for February. It's a Marvel reading challenge. It's called Cat's Book Nerds. Cat with a K. And I've been put into one of their teams, the Mind team, and I've got to read 8 books, which wasn't so bad. And then I did my Bookopoly, and apparently I'm now reading 13. I think it's 13. Or is 11? It could be well 13, knowing me. Anyway, so I'm just gonna tell you. Right, so this is one of the books that I'll be reading, Where the Crawdads Sing by Delia Owens. My daughter Megan bought this for me for Christmas, and I've been wanting to read this for absolute ages. And this is for the prompt of Shuri from Black Panther, a book featuring a woman in STEM. Now, I don't read a lot of like books, you know, where the woman is in science or something. So I did a search, and apparently this features a woman who works in STEM. So I started it last night, and I'm now on chapter 7, and I'm enjoying it. It's slightly hard to read, but I am enjoying it. I'm not too fussed about the flashing from one year to another. It's very confusing, but yes, I'm enjoying that. I'm also reading A Good Girl's Guide to Murder by Holly Jackson, for a book, for Captain America, a book set in the US. Now, I started reading this last night, and I thought I was going to have to choose a different book because it was all UK references, you know, 999, 101, just basically UK references. And after speaking on the group chat about it, apparently she released them with both UK and USA terminology, so it technically still fits. So yeah, it's just basically, it's about a girl who's doing a school project, and she chooses a murder case because she doesn't believe that the guy who is said that did it actually did it, despite the guy had committed suicide over it. And it's really good. And I like the fact that it shows, it's got, you know, like, has transcripts about emails and phone conversations and stuff. It's really good. I don't know what one I chose that one for. Our group read, we had to read a book with a yellow cover, so I chose Will. I grew up with Fresh Prince of Bel-Air and Men in Black, so I saw this in Asda, and I'd seen it on Amazon, but I'd seen the price. It was like £15. I was like, I will wait for the paperback to come out. So it's cheaper. And then I saw the hardback in Asda for £8. So yeah, and yes, it's got yellow, so it fits. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that one. Right, and then I had Mantis, a book that starts with M. This one I chose, Midnight in Everwood by M.A. Cosnia. Anyway, love it. I love this cover. I got this from BookBox Club. So it is signed. And from what I know of the story, it's sort of a Nutcracker retelling. So I can't wait to get my teeth into this and lose myself in another story. Right, what else do I have? Aha! Then we had Vision, a book featuring friends to lovers, and Goodreads told me Fangirl by Rainbow Rowell would fit. So I went for it. Now this copy was given to me and it's a bit beaten, defeated, but it's still readable. So twins, and apparent from what I know, this is an LG, I'm sorry, I'm really bad with acronyms, LGBTQIA plus. If I've got that wrong, I apologise profusely. Please correct me. And I'm still looking at the screen and not the camera. So I'm looking forward to that one because that's another diverse read. Yeah. Then I had Ultron, a book with an AI character. So I asked Goodreads again because I didn't really want to read Cinder again, because I read that, I think it was last year or the year before, and I still need to get Scarlet, and I wasn't too sure, so I asked Goodreads because I wanted to find something that hasn't been on my radar. Skyward by Brandon Sanderson. This apparently fits. So I thought it was about a girl, but apparently there's an AI character in here. I don't know, I haven't read it. I have no idea what it's about, apart from what I can read about. Basically about a girl who wants to be a fighter pilot, but her dad shamed them, like when he was a pilot, so something like that. But I know that Becca in the books read some this series. I think she started the series and she's recommended it. So I was like, yeah, okay, I'll have this one. So yeah, thank you, Becca in the books. What do I have next? Right. I had next, it was The Scarlet Witch, a book with a paranormal theme. So I went with Angel's Blood by Nalini Singh. I came across this series where did I come across it? I think it was Goodreads. No, it was Amazon. And I thought, oh, that looks good, and I decided to get the physical copy instead of the Kindle version because I like to have book sets on my shelves. when I can get them. So yeah, vampire hunter Elena Devereaux knows she's the best, but she doesn't know she's good enough for this job. Hired by the dangerously beautiful Archangel Raphael, a being so lethal that no mortal wants his attention. Only one thing is clear: failure is not an option, even if the task she's been set is impossible. So this looks like it's gonna be fun. And then I had to read a genre book of fantasy. From Blood and Ash by Jennifer L. Armentrout. Now everybody has been on YouTube, on BookTube, has been going on about this. Everybody on Facebook has been going on about this. I got it for Christmas, so I decided to try it. So I went straight on the list. I don't know what it's about. Something about a girl who has to stay a virgin, and well, we know how that ends up. If there's a story and the girl's supposed to stay a virgin, you can tell by the end of the book she's no longer a virgin, and there was no way she was staying a virgin. So that is going to be so much fun. Now I had... Hold that thought. You know, I need to stop and start and have everything out in front of me before I start doing these videos. Learning curve. Oh yeah. I also do Bookopoly. I follow Becker and the Books board. Although I'm using last year's board. And some of the books fit my prompts. Now I rolled. Not that I can remember what I rolled for. Anyway. My first roll, I got a community shelf. And my community shelf card told me to pick a fantasy book. So I slipped Midnight in Everwood in with it. Then I had to find a cute book. Fangirl. I then rolled and got spooky. Now none of the books that I've shown you so far fit that prompt as far as I knew. So I ordered another one. I got White Smoke by Tiffany D. Jackson. I keep seeing this over my feeds on Instagram, on Facebook, everywhere. And I was just like, do you know what, go for it. I'm not one for horror books, but this is way up YA. So it may be a bit gentle on me. But it looks good. She's in the haunted house, you know. So I'm wondering if it's going to be a bit cliche or not. But we shall see. So that's on my TBR. Then I got... then I landed on disability rep. So I googled and Goodreads came up with that. Now I've read the first one. This is A Heart So Fierce and Broken by Bridget Kemmerer. Now I've read the first one. I wasn't overly impressed, but I liked it. It was a quick 3.5 to 4 star read for me. Happy enough. But apparently there's disability in this book. I don't know. It's turning into a monster with disability. I shall read it and I shall find out. But I don't know whether the disability is part of this. But if it doesn't fit, then I will change to... I think it's called Ways to Be Me by Libby Scott. It's about 11-year-old girl going into secondary school and she's got autism. And both my children, 2 of my children, are autistic. So I can relate. But yeah, that's it. It's an extra read, if it's not. So Ooh. Right, and then I got your highest rated book, and that where the crawdads sing came up with that. A book that's been on my TBR for ages. Well, that was Angel's Blood. One with gods in it, so that's from Blood and Ash. Apparently, I googled because I wasn't sure. My mood read, well, that was Skyward, because I could have gone with Scarlet because Cinder's technically in Scarlet, and she's technically like half IA. AI. Then I got a chance card. My chance cards tell me what book to read, and it gave me As Old as Time by Liz Braswell. This is a retelling of Beauty and the Beast. I've read a couple of these books and they are so good, so good. So basically, trapped in the castle of the terrifying beast, Belle learns there is much more to her angry captor when she touches the enchanted rose. Suddenly her mind is flooded with images of her mother, a woman Belle hardly remembers. Stranger still, Belle realises that her mother is none other than the beautiful enchantress who cursed the beast, his castle, and all his staff. Stunned and confused by the revelation, Belle and the beast must work together to unravel years of misery. It kind of makes more sense than the original story, to be honest. But, yeah. I'm looking forward to that one. Oh, and then after that Bookoply part, starring Still Cream Screen, I'm going to hide that screen. I have a TBR jar, literally a TBR jar. Next time I'll get it down for you. And it's filled with little bits of paper that have books written on them. So I gave it a shake and picked out one, and it spat at me. Bastard's Betrayal by Katie Roberts. And this one I got through Words and Kisses. It was a box, like a Christmas box thing. Enemies to Lovers box, I think. Because I wanted to try a bit more romance. And yes, it's a mafia princess with a undercover cop by the sounds of it, so. Oh dear, we'll see. Yeah, so that is my TBR for this month as is. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, just 12. What have I done? There's only 28 days in February. I might be in trouble. What I usually do, because this month was a bit different because of the Marvel reading challenge within the group. I don't usually do them all the time. Well, what I usually do is I roll a dice, a 12-sided dice, and whatever number it spits out of me, that's the amount of books I read for that month. And then I do Bookopoly and basically go around the board and pick my books via that. So yeah, anything you want to ask me, let me know in the comments, and I shall endeavour to answer them in my next video. I'm not going to be like someone who has set days that she's going to release videos. I have 3 kids, so I'm trying to start up a new business. Mulcahy Stitchery on Etsy. Yeah, business plug there. So yeah, I've got a lot. I do have a lot going on, so I literally get on when I can. My business, I sell cross stitch charts. I've started doing vinyl, so I'm trying to do like bookmarks because I've got a new Quaker. So I'm trying to do some bookmarks. I've got some tote bags which would be perfect for you, or you can put your books in them, and they've got vinyl book stuff on the front of them. I'm going to, so yeah, I'm trying to sort of branch out. I'm also thinking of like discs, and then you can put them in front of a pile of books and go, look, 10 books for this year, or 20 books finished for this year. You know, like, you know, when your baby reaches a month old and you put, you know, put a card in front of them, 1 month old. Kind of like that, but with books. Because who doesn't love a book? I do have some PDF files as well, but I only had 2 sales last month, so I'm trying to work up and get more business coming in, because apparently I didn't make enough this last month to the point where I actually had to pay Etsy. Not what I was looking for. But we take one day at a time, and hopefully business will pick up. But I will post as much and as often as I can when there is something useful. That, you know, I'll always do TBR video, and I'll also always do a wrap up video. I haven't done a wrap up video for January, and I probably won't, because I'd have to get all the books out again, and my living room's a mess, hence why I'm videoing this corner. So any questions you want, I can do a tag. Just need to know the questions you want me to answer. And I'm never going to use the screen again because I keep looking up at it. Anyway, enjoy. Please subscribe to my channel. Just hit the subscribe button and give me a thumbs up. That would help. Take care, and I will see you again soon.